A very good morning, class 9 students. So, how are you all? I hope that you are taking care of yourself very well as you are revising the chapter cell also. We have revised it on a very slow speed, and now though I think you should be confident in solving each and every question from this chapter. Continuing with the drawing the diagrams, today I am taking the diagrams, rest of the diagrams which were pending. Let's if the question comes that draw animal cell and label its all the parts. Few students, they find it difficult to follow the diagram which is mentioned in our NCRT. So let's make it in a simpler way, right? So first you have to draw. Again, I am saying that because I always use the rough uh, you know rough line, so you can use the ruler also. So make a outline, make a give it a shape. It's a Make a outline of your animal cell first, right? So as you can see, you can just give it a little bit proper shape, right? You have to draw it now because they do not have cell wall. So the outer membrane which I have drawn here, this is plasma membrane. First thing you have to do is you have to draw the plasma membrane. The next thing which we are going to do is, you now I think you all of you know how to draw nucleus. Unlike in the plant cell, because in the plant cell the vacuole has अटेंड मोस्ट ऑफ इट्स पार्ट्स, बहुत ज़्यादा पार्ट में सिर्फ वैक्यूल ही दिखाई देती है, तो न्यूक्लियस बहुत ज़्यादा कॉर्नर में था. बट एनिमल सेल में बिल्कुल उसके ऑपोजिट होता है. एनिमल सेल हैज़ न्यूक्लियस इन द सेंटर, right? So what is this thing which we have drawn here with the pores? So this is known as nuclear membrane, right? And nuclear membrane has nuclear pores. As you can see the gaps, these are called nuclear pores, right? And then in the after nucleo there is filled with, nucleus is filled with, what is this? This is your nucleoplasm. This is nucleoplasm. So nuclear membrane, nuclear pores, nucleoplasm. What is left? One thing is left, chromatin fibers. So draw chromatin fibers. These are chromatin fibers. So this whole, all the things, they make a eukaryotic nucleus. These all together, they makes the eukaryotic nucleus. As well as one more thing which is left was nucleolus, right? This one is clear. Then we have to draw here, let's draw here mitochondria. That is the our ATP storage organelle. So this is, let's draw it there. So label it. This is our mitochondria. Fine. This is mitochondria. Now, after the mitochondria, now we have to draw the Golgi bodies. So here we are going to draw Golgi bodies. So as you can see, with the lysosome vessels, right? So this is Golgi body. This is Golgi body. Now last time also I told you that from the nuclear membrane there is, what is arise, the network of, from the nuclear, that is from the outer membrane, not from the inner membrane, not from the here. This is from the outer membrane, from here. So you can see that from outer side of the nuclear membrane there arises this kind of network, and there is one network which is present with the ribosome and without ribosome. What is this structure which I am drawing right now? If it is have ribosome on its surface, then it is known as RER. If it does not have any kind of ribosome, then it is known as smooth endoplasmic reticulum. So this is rough endoplasmic reticulum, right? And this is SER, which is smooth endoplasmic reticulum. I think this one is clear to every one of you. One more thing which we have to draw here is these are ribosomes, right? You have to draw these, so just label them. These are ribosomes. So nuclear membrane is clear, nuclear structure is clear. One more thing that is present in the eukaryotic nucleus, that is the, let's make it with the another color. Let's take that is digestive enzymes filled. किसके अंदर digestive enzymes filled होते हैं? Which is that organelle which is filled with the digestive enzyme? That is lysosomes. As well as eukaryotic cell also have vacuoles, many in number, not a single vacuole but many vacuole. So they have vacuole structure also. One more structure they have, that is which help in the cell division, and this structure is called here centrosome, which you also known by the name. They are that centrioles which help in the cell division. It is present like this. One you have to draw perpendicular and one you have to draw horizontally, and 9 dots, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Actually this is the correct arrangement of these, and this whole is known as centrosome, which help the cell during the cell division. It is clear? One perpendicular, one laterally, and 9 dots, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, and this is known as centrosome. So this is the structure of our eukaryotic animal cell. I think you can easily draw this structure very well during the exam time, and you can label all of its parts. Now the another structure which we have to talk about in today's lecture is that is your internal structure of chloroplast, right? Internal structure of chloroplast. The question which is asked in exam is about the chloroplast is sometime that grass looks green and papaya appears yellow. Which cell organelle is responsible for this? Which cell organelle is responsible for this type of condition? That time you, if usually this question comes in the 3 marks, and your answer will be plastids. Now you know that plastid is of 3 types, and they are found in the plant cell only. The first thing, if the question is in 3 marks, first we have, so first when we have to draw the structure of plastid, first we have to draw the double membrane, right? Because plastid is a double membrane structure, so we have to draw the double membrane of plastid. Now let's label it. As you can see, this is the outer membrane of the plastid, and this is the inner membrane. So one thing is done, one membranes they are labeled. Now here on the inner membrane there is present our circular DNA. Circular DNA is present in the plastid, and plastids they are present in the plants only. Then inner side there is a arrangement of these piles. these type of structures, they are arranged here, these one above the another, and they are connected to each other also. So these structures, these kind of structures, they are known as, okay, so these structures, this one complete pile, stack, पूरा ढेर जिसको आप बोल सकते हो, this one complete structure is known as granum, and granum is attached to other granum with the help of stromal lamellae, right? This is known as stromal lamellae. Now inside this there is not cytoplasm, definitely the material with which this whole plastid is filled, it is known as the stroma, right? This whole fluid like structure, substance is known as the stroma. This is the stroma. It has its DNA as well as it has its own ribosomes. So ribosomes are also present in the plastids. So ribosomes you also have to draw. So circular DNA, then there is the granum. Now this whole is known as granum, but one single is known as thylakoid, which is having the pigment, and that pigment is your chlorophyll, right? So basically if we have to mention that in these thylakoids, so this single one is known as thylakoid, and this thylakoid has green pigments which is known as your chlorophyll. So structure is clear. Why we are drawing this structure? It has the granum, the whole stack, जो पूरा ढेर है उसको हम granum बोलेंगे. Then one single one is known as, इसका जो single है, that is the thylakoid, right? And then they are attached with these stromal lamellae. One granum is attached to other one with the stromal lamellae. Then plastids, as you know, they are found in plant cells only, and on the basis of pigments present in plastids, they are generally of three types. We classify them into the I will classify them into the chloroplast, right? The first category which we will mention here is, that is the chloroplast. Then there is chromoplast, and then the last one which is colorless, that is the leucoplast. Chloroplast, the most important one, it contains pigment. Chloroplast, it is having the pigment which is known as your chlorophyll. Chloroplast is having main pigment, that is the chlorophyll, and chlorophyll is responsible for photosynthesis in plants, right? Photosynthesis in plants. And what about the chromoplast then? Chromoplast gives any other color to plant एक्सेप्ट ग्रीन. ग्रीन को छोड़ के वो कोई भी कलर प्लांट्स को प्रोवाइड करता है. बेसिकली पपाया जो येलो है, जो रेड कलर है, दैट इज प्रोवाइडेड बाय द क्रोमोप्लास्ट. दे और यू कैन से दैट they provide different color to plants, right? Other than green, they provide different color to the plants. Leucoplast is colorless one, and it store starch oil and protein granules, right? This is the plastid which is colorless. So we have three types of plastid: chloroplast, chromoplast and leucoplast. So these three types you have to write down with the diagram of the chloroplast. So if the question comes that which is the non-green pigment, the answer will be then chromoplast, which is responsible for colors of fruits and flowers, right? It is responsible for the colors of fruits and flowers. Fine, this is the question about our chloroplast. Now the third question which sometimes we discuss, that is about our endoplasmic reticulum. That what are the functions of endoplasmic reticulum? So if we have to draw now the structure, I think it is very much clear to you, all of you. Endoplasmic reticulum, that still one more time you can see that this is the nuclear membrane. This is the nuclear membrane, and from these nuclear, this is our nuclear membrane, and from here this nuclear membrane there is arising these network, right? These networks, they are arising from the nuclear membrane. Now few are having ribosomes on their surface, so that will be calling as the rough endoplasmic. So this is our RER and this is SER, and here is present your plasma membrane. So this you can draw in your exam time. But what is this structure is actually, it is a large network. It is a large network of, as you can see, membrane bound, क्योंकि it is bound with the nuclear membrane. किसके साथ attached है ये? न्यूक्लियर मेम्ब्रेन के साथ ये अटैच्ड, हमेशा न्यूक्लियर मेम्ब्रेन के साथ बनाना है. सो इट इज़ अ लार्ज नेटवर्क ऑफ मेम्ब्रेन बाउंड ट्यूब्यूलर लाइक स्ट्रक्चर, ट्यूब्स एंड शीट्स. कहाँ से एक्सटेंड हो रही हैं? एक्सटेंडिंग फ्रॉम आउटर न्यूक्लियर membrane to the plasma membrane, right? To the plasma membrane. And function क्या है इस main organelle का हमारी body में? Function, first main function is it gives mechanical support to the cell, because it is a network. It is a network of tubes and sheet, so it gives mechanical support to the cell, as well as it serves as a main channel, main area for, क्योंकि ये प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन के साथ अटैच्ड है, फॉर द ट्रांसपोर्ट ऑफ मटेरियल्स. अब आप पूछोगे मैम कौन सा मटेरियल स्पेशली इनटेक होता है? दैट इज स्पेशली इट हेल्प इन द ट्रांसपोर्ट ऑफ प्रोटीन्स, क्योंकि इसके ऊपर राइबोसोम्स प्रेजेंट हैं. सो यहाँ पे प्रोटीन सिंथेसिस होती है. जहाँ जहाँ भी जिस ऑर्गेनेली में राइबोसोम्स होंगे, दैट प्ले रोल इन द फोटोसिंथेसिस, राइट? It has two parts. It is of two types. कौन सी? RER and SER. Rough endoplasmic reticulum. It has ribosomes attached to the membrane. इसके साथ ribosomes होते हैं इसके पास. And SER does not have ribosomes attached to the membrane. SER does not have ribosomes, and RER, it have ribosomes attached to the membrane. So your many questions are clear. Now you can draw animal cell easily. Plastid is clear to us and ER is clear to us. The last structure which I have to discuss with you, that is your Golgi bodies, right? The last organelle which you need to discuss, that is known as the Golgi apparatus, or you call it as the Golgi body. Now, what is the major function, if I say that is the Golgi body? First, let's look at the structure. Whenever we draw the structure, we always draw it like, see, this is the interconnected. This kind of structure you have to draw in the Golgi bodies. So this is the, let's make it more clear. That is our Golgi network, right? Now there are vesicles around it. These are the vesicles present, and these are known as our, mainly this structure first, this network is known as cisternae. This is known as cisternae, and these are the vacuoles. These are our vacuoles. Now if we talk about, so the structure of Golgi apparatus, it is a membrane bound, again very close to the nucleus, membrane bound. It is a membrane bound organelle, smooth. If you look at its structure, flat hai, flattened cisternae. These cisternae, they are flattened. So it has flattened cisternae, and it has small fluid filled. It has vacuoles as well as fluid filled vesicles. So these vesicles, they are known, these are the vesicles which are the fluid filled. The another point in about Golgi apparatus is they have own DNA and ribosomes. It means it can make its own proteins. So what is the major function of Golgi apparatus here? That is, the major function of Golgi apparatus is storage. The major one is storage, modify करना, जो proteins आती हैं बनके, modification, and packaging. पैक करती है ये, packaging of products in the, because it has a large vesicles, so it help in the packaging and the modification of proteins. So basically जो protein, ER क्या करती है, ER से formation of proteins होती हैं, right? Formation of proteins that is happened in the ER, then they are sent to your Golgi bodies. Why they send these proteins to Golgi bodies? For the packaging. For the packaging and the modification, they send it to the Golgi body. So this is about all about your structures and the structure of the Golgi apparatus, right? And in between them, there, if you see, there is a these are the vacuoles, and these are the cisternae, and they are fluid filled vesicles. The last thing sometimes about the, as I discussed last time also, lysosomes with you, and in the lysosomes we said they are the suicidal bags. So as you see, this is the structure of a lysosome. This is the structure of a lysosome, which is having digestive enzymes with it. Now suppose this is the mitochondria in the cell, and this is not working very well. This is not, this is the damaged mitochondria. Now what will this lysosome do? This is a damaged mitochondria. So how will this lysosome work? So what will happen, that this lysosome, it form a cover around these around the this mitochondria. So there is this mitochondria is now in the lysosome, right? And here it is having the digestive enzyme, and after this it will digest the mitochondria. So this is the lysosome, and in this lysosome now their mitochondria is digested with the help of the digestive enzyme. So this step is known as digestion, and this is the vesicle containing damaged 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 mitochondria. So this is all about your chapters diagrams as well as the other concepts of your chapter number cell, the fundamental unit of life. Here I am completing with the whole chapter, and in the next revision I am going to start the different questions, many good questions, expected questions in the exam from the tissues with you.